We're going to change the colour of this bonnet and the little bear inside the image. There is a few actions about that you can purchase that would let you do the same thing, but it's actually really easy to do it by hand. So I'm going to show you how to do it. If you come over to the layers palette on the right hand side and you click the half circle, go here and then click solid colour. At the moment it doesn't really matter what colour you pick, just go ahead and click OK. Come up to where it says in the drop down box normal, and you're going to scroll all the way to the very bottom, and that says colour. It might have gone off the screen there, but if you scroll right to the very bottom you will see colour, and you can see that's what's been selected here in the palette. Now if you can see the bounding boxes round about the colour at the moment, we want to click into the layer mask and we want to reverse that. So we want to hit Command I or Control I if you're on a PC. That is going to reverse it and it's going to hide it behind this black mask for you. So now what you can actually do is click B for brush and come over to your brush palette here on the right hand side, and you come over to the default colour, your colour palette. If you click X, it will change white to black. Now if you have different colours here for any reason, if you just click D, it will go to default. Usually when you click D to default, sometimes the black will go on top. Just depends. All you have to do is hit X and it will reverse it, or you can use this little box here. So we want a white brush because we're going to paint into a black mask. So we're going to click B for brush, and then I'm going to come up to my opacity. So I'm going to keep the flow at 100% just now, and I'm going to bring the opacity down to maybe about 38. And if you want to change the colour, if you want to change the size of your brush, you can use the square brackets that will allow you to make your brush bigger and smaller. So there you go, you can actually see it starting to work already. If you find that you're doing it and the opacity is either too light, or you find that maybe it's going on too fast, sometimes it's actually nicer to paint it on a little bit lighter and then layer it up a little to increase the colour. You can always just go ahead and change the opacity of your brush up here. So I'm going to paint around here. Now I'm doing this really quite quickly just to show you the effects, but you would obviously take your time and go in a little bit more delicately, zoom in and make sure that you've made a nice job of masking out all the detail. If you do make a mistake and you come over the baby's face like this, all you have to do is click X on your brush. So now you've got black on top, which means black is going to paint back into the mask black, and it's going to reverse what you were doing, so you can actually just go back to the original colour. So when you want to go back to painting back into your hat, just click X again. That will take you back to painting your colour back in. Again, just use your square bracket keys just to change your brush size up and down all the time. It makes life a lot easier. Okay, it's not too bad. And if I do the little bear quite quickly, so when you're in colour it will go over anything you paint. So you know, even though white is very light, again you just click X, that will change your brush round about and it will allow you to paint back the original colour. And then click X again to make sure you're painting white into a black mask to reveal the colour. Using those square bracket keys to allow you to go up and down with your brush. we just go around the side. Just about finished. And there you go. You can just make your brush really teeny if you do want to go down those wee threads. Okay, so there you go, that is how you replace the colour, and if you want to change the colour again, all you have to do is come over here into your layer, click on the solid colour, double click it, it will bring it up for you, and now you can actually change the colour to anything that you want. So you don't want to go too deep with the colour, it starts to look really fake. Just make sure that you keep it at a depth, the colour at a depth that's going to suit the image, where it's going to start looking natural. And if we come down, that looks really nice. So you can just keep going ahead and picking whatever colour suits. So I hope that's a really good and fast tutorial for you and helps you to change your images quickly and easily.